Hello my lovelies, and welcome back to another unboxing. This is an unboxing for Whimsical Slimex. I ordered, I believe, 5 slimes from them, all of which are 6 ounces and a variety of different textures and profiles and bits and pieces. So let's get into the unboxing. So the first thing that I pull out is what I can only describe as an ooh-woo banana. We have a little extras packet here, my lovelies. We have a couple of sweets, again, always adorable looking sweets. And then we have what looks like a seashell business card. That is so cute. Let's take it out and have a look, my lovelies. So we have a lovely little sticker here. That's gorgeous with little crystals on. Beautiful. And then we have this precious little business card, of course, with that beautiful Whimsical Slimex branding and illustration and their information here. And then on the back, they've even managed to fit in some slime care and tips, which is wonderful. So what a very cute, precious little business card and lovely little sticker as well. Let's get into the slimes, my lovelies. Oh, we do have some leakage here. Oh no. Unfortunately, another one that's leaked as well. I am back, my lovelies, and I've cleaned inside every single pot. Unfortunately, there was a leak in, I think, every single one bar the Malona milk ice. And what has happened is, because the labels are paper and they've had sellotape placed over the top, you can see that obviously it's easily damaged them underneath and of course caused the ink to run. So what I'm going to do is go through the positive first impressions and then the less positive first impressions. I absolutely love the branding of this company. I think it's absolutely adorable. Their prices are super reasonable. Their shipping is super reasonable. I think they have really lovely ideas. Each of the slimes individually, whilst I was cleaning them up and sorting them out, had beautiful colours. I was getting some lovely scents, obviously not sniffing any of them individually. And I love the little mermaid stickers on the front, and I actually love the really cute illustrative labels. I just wish that they were slime resistant or slime proof, but at least slime resistant. I'm not sure how the leakages happened, because these were heavily bubble wrapped, so heavily protected. I'm not sure if it's due to overfilling, if it's possibly an issue with the pot itself, whereby it can't sustain any sort of shaking in transit, and so it then causes leakages. So that's the negative stuff out of the way. So it's not great, but ultimately what it comes down to is the slimes. I had a really lovely interaction with Whimsical Slimex. Really lovely individual. Let's go through them as I usually do, my darlings, with the order that they are on my receipt. And so the first one is Avocado cream. And I love the names of these slimes. So all of these slimes are 6 ounces, my lovelies. And as you can see, this has got some gorgeous add-ins. You can see some little avocados, some brown hearts in there, some sprinkles, and this surprisingly is scented s'mores, which surprised me, of course, because of the avocado cream name and also because of the colour. But let's open it, have a look at the texture and give it a sniff, my loves. This is the colour of the slime, my lovelies. It is a beautiful, what I would call spa green, so a really lovely colour, and you can just see the hint at the add-ins at the side. Now it does look underactivated, but as I always say, my lovelies, this has travelled a long way. It's currently warm, as you can see from the sunshine at the window peeking in, my lovelies. It is currently warm in Wales and the UK, so never a problem to pop some activator in and firm it up a little bit. But it does look like a nice, thick, glossy texture, my lovelies. So let's give avocado cream a sniff, my loves. That's actually quite a complex scent. It's one of those that gives you a different scent every time that you smell it, or should I say adds to the previous scent that you've picked up on. One of the first scents that I picked up on was an almost hot chocolate scent. It's also got a quite toasty scent to it, almost like a bakery note, and a slight nut note in it as well. But combined together, it's actually a really lovely scent. It's not overpowering, it's not delicate. I think it's the perfect balance for the type of slime that it is. I'll be honest in that it surprises me that an avocado slime should have that scent, but it's a great colour, it's a lovely scent. I really like that one. So that is Avocado Cream, my lovelies. Next slime that we have, my loves, is Malona Milk Ice, and I believe this is a cloud cream snow fizz texture. I was just double checking on the website, and of course it's scented like its name, so I'm very interested to see how this smells. And it also has some lovely add-ins. They're a little bit hidden in there right now, my lovelies, but there are some lovely sprinkles inside of this mix, and I believe it's Star Fimos. So let's open it, have a look at the texture, and give it a sniff, my loves. Ooh, now that is very telling for a snow fizz texture. And very thick as well. Now, I've never had a cloud cream and a snow fizz together, so I'm actually really intrigued as to how those two textures will play together. I'm pretty new to cloud textures, but I absolutely love them. So another gorgeous green colour. I would say it was very similar to the avocado, and of course very fitting to its name as well. But let's give it a sniff and see how it smells, my lovelies. Ooh. I would say that this is more authentic melon than it is a candy melon. I'm not picking up on a milk note. I'm not sure if there's meant to be a cream or dairy element to it, but I'm definitely picking up on a melon note. It's a very fresh melon, and it's a very bright smelling melon, but I'm not picking up on any candy notes, but it's actually really pleasant. If anything, it reminds me not of watermelon, but more of, I would say, cantaloupe or perhaps honeydew melon, but a really fitting scent and fitting theme for this particular slime, and I'm really looking forward to this texture. I think it looks fantastic. I think it looks like a great consistency, and smells fantastic, so really looking forward to that one, my lovelies. So the next slime that I have on my list, my loves, is Nature's Cereal. It is a milky clear slime. It has these gorgeous, actually larger than normal Fimos, which I really like, because normally you have the quite small Fimos, and don't get me wrong, I love those, but I quite like this for a change, some nice chunky ones, so I do like that, especially for the cereal element of it. I think that perhaps plays into the theme a little bit more. This is scented like a coconut milk, and coconut is one of my favourite scents and flavours, so I'm really looking forward to giving this one a sniff, my lovelies. So let's get it open, have a look at the texture, and give it a sniff, my loves. Ooh, that's a lovely texture. That might be slightly underactivated, but you know when you can tell something's a thick slime and it almost has a thin layer on top of underactivated glue, but it actually looks really thick. That looks like a really interesting texture, and funnily enough actually reminds me of coconut milk, because it's got that sort of milky clear look to it. So that looks like a really interesting texture, and completely normal for things to arrive underactivated, my lovelies, especially when coming internationally. But let's give Nature's Cereal a sniff, my loves. Oh. Oh, that is beautiful. That is a gorgeous coconut. I was a little bit apprehensive that coconut milk might be a bit too subtle, but it's actually stronger than I expected. It's a really beautiful scent. It's almost on the edge of toasted coconut, but only very slightly. But it's a very substantial scent, which I really like, but not overpowering, and truly authentically coconut. Let's give it another sniff, my loves. That's lovely. I think that's absolutely lovely. I think it's a great idea for a slime. I love the larger Fimos, which are more unusual to see. And I think the texture looks really, really great. So that is Nature's Cereal, my lovelies. Okay, so the next slime that we have, my lovelies, is Peach Milk Cold Foam. I absolutely love the name of this slime. Now, this was meant to be a peach and white slime, but as is completely normal in shipping, my lovelies, things can mix together, so no disappointment there. That is completely normal to happen. And I can almost see, I don't think the camera's picking up on it, a slight mixing of the peach and the white inside of the container, but it's actually coming off very, very pale on camera, but it does have a really lovely peachy look to it. It has some peach Fimos inside and some pink rice sprinkles. So it's got some lovely little add-ins, and it's scented peach candy. Ooh, now I wonder if you can see that slight marbling there, because of course the white aspect of the slime, I believe the buttercream aspect would be the white portion of the slime, and then the peach aspect being the thick and glossy. It looks really, really thick and ready to go. The camera is washing it out slightly, unfortunately, and we can't see any of those sprinkles rising to the top, but I can see them on the sides. But the consistency looks wonderful. Really, really thick. So let's give it a sniff, my lovelies. Ooh, I tell you what this reminds me of. If there was to be, and I actually don't know if it exists, it might actually exist. If there was to be a peach frutella chewy candy, it would smell like this. It would absolutely smell like this. It doesn't go into too authentic of a scent. It's definitely a candy peach scent. Let's give it another sniff, my lovelies. Oh, you know, another thing it reminds me of on second sniffage is a peach yogurt. And it actually looks like a peach yogurt as well. But I am really happy with the strength of scents that are in these slimes and their textures. And that one is Peach Milk Cold Foam. The final slime that we have is Watermelon Boba. It's coming off pretty much a very coral, but it's actually more pink in real life. And you can see those boba bead add-ins inside. And of course, those watermelon Fimos. This is a thick and glossy slime, and of course scented like watermelon, my lovelies. So let's open it and have a look at the consistency. So I have the inside of the lid cleared out, my lovelies. This is slightly underactivated, but as mentioned before, my loves, a little bit of activator will have it working just fine. But you can still see the thickness behind it and a beautiful colour as well. So let's give Watermelon Boba a sniff, my lovelies. Oh wow, that is a gorgeous scent. For some reason, I'm also getting lychee scent in there. I know scents can be perceived differently. I'm definitely getting watermelon, but more on what I would say the candied side than the authentic side. But what I'm actually picking up as well is a lychee scent. Either way, it's really fruity, it's really bright, and a really sort of zesty scent. It's really moorish and really lovely and really fitting with the theme. It's a very strong scent. It's not overpowering. I believe, like all of the slimes that I've received today, they've really worked the balance well on what could be too overpowering and too subtle. I think they've hit the balance just right, and I would say the same for the textures as well, my lovelies. So this has been my order for Whimsical Slimex. Couple of hiccups at the start with some leakages and possible pot problems, but easily rectified. I may have to end up taking the labels off, but that's not the end of the world. But what is important to focus on is the slimes themselves. Thank you ever so much for my adorable Uwu banana, and thank you for joining me for another unboxing, my lovelies.